Okay. Mic is working. Okay. Mic is working. You know, I was wondering why no one was talking back to me, and apparently the Windows update added on a vocal filter setting, and there we go. So that's annoying. Can't believe I just did that whole. I this, I streamed that whole time, talking away, all that. I just thought that nobody was answering. Come on, man. This. All right, and so everything's working. Double checking. Okay, sweet. Sweet. We're good. We are back. Stupid Windows updates messing me up. I hope everybody's good. Man, I can't believe I've been streaming. How long was that? Like an hour? An hour and a half? And my mic was off? Oh, man. That is crazy.
Hey, good to see you. It's about time. I missed the company.
Okay, Sam. I'm trusting you to stay out of trouble. Think you can handle that?
Acknowledged. Lowering intelligence variable.
Let's do it.
Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach? Am I ready to hop into a ship and explore the galaxy with you? More like, are you ready? Ha ha! Let's go.
Barrett, good to see you. You two have fun. Just not too much fun.
Of course, friend.
Acknowledged. Lowering intelligence variable.
To the stars.
I'm working hard, Captain.
Where'd Andrews you go? Okay.
What did you need? I am at your side.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesiest bogey to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable. Yes, let's.
While waiting for the wild
Keeping
fauna
the
to
shining
be
beacon
in
of
the lodge,
humanity.
Disdain
Is there?
So they say.
Atlantis.
The predators
I'd
are
argue
to
that the
spot.
beacon of humanity should be measured in our overall survival.
Yes, Captain. Previous routines.
always a pleasure. I'm right behind you.
Should you require my presence in the future, you know where to find me.
Damn it, everybody left. I mean, I could show off my AI mod to myself.
Hey, you might want this.
Our conduction grid holds. Otherwise, that EM radiation will overload every circuit on this ship. Oh, keeping my fingers crossed. EM levels are off the charts, but the conduction grid's holding. Over there. It's the Legacy, and she's completely intact. And what's that? Is that another ship docked with it? Strange.
And we're docked.
Warning, an emergency lockdown has been effect.
Legacy time. I can chat with everybody, but I'll wait till you guys request what you want me to ask them or talk to them about.
Crew recording initiated. I just wanted you to know I placed a commendation in your record, Aguilar. Really? Why would you? Ah! Take it easy, Doc. I like to keep the arm, you know?
Sorry. This field dressing's the best you're gonna get away from. Captain's right, though. You saved our asses, big time.
You're the reason that we're having this conversation right now. That was a hell of a shot you made during the battle. This isn't necessary, Captain. I was only doing my part to keep us alive.
Oh my God, Aguilar, take the compliment already. They had us on the ropes. Shields down, engines down, escorts destroyed, then you hop on the one lousy gun we have on this crate.
I'm not some kind of hero. We were just lucky, okay? Listen, I know that very close. But we have to hold and survive. That's easy for you to say. You still have Kilner. Everyone knows the two of you are together. You want to know the truth? Fine. Yes, we're together. But that's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I've lost 4 of my crew, and I'm trying mess. So I'm sorry if I've offended you. Hope the arm feels better. Captain, come back.
Not good at all.
Crew recording terminated.
All right.
Recording initiated.
Well now, let's see. Another day's gone by. What's it been now? 6 weeks? Who the hell knows? Food packs from my ship are gone, so it looks like the clock.
Crew recording initiated.
Son of a bitch! Nothing. Complete waste of time. I've tried everything I can possibly think of, and I end up right where I started. Oh, I thought I was so clever. But I had it all figured out. First, fix my ship and get the prototype shielding back online. Second, shunt the power from the cred tank array back to the system to drain the credits.
Probability of your
And then
success.
third, haul ass back to my ship before.
Hey, what's up, Mowgli? Appreciate you. I was wondering, like, I guess I did my whole hour and a half with my mic off because I did a Windows update and it turned on some weird vocal filter. It said like the update turned on like an audio quality thing and it made it silent. So my back it's better than it was. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. And the AI mod that I built, I now have it working with all these members of Constellation, and I can switch back and forth in game. So, and all the memories properly save, and so we could talk to Sam, we could talk to Vasco, we could talk to Andreja, we could talk to Barrett, we could talk to Sarah.
She'll come here looking for me. In the meantime, I start rationing
See, like...
Yes?
Andreja, we're... here. Andreja's gaze settles on you, calm but watchful. We finish what you meant to say. Oh no, it only said the first word. Crix's legacy. We here. Okay, are you gonna send the whole command now, or what? Crix's legacy, we are here. Speak plainly. What do you intend? She has no idea what Crix's legacy is. But see, before, like, it was set up to anybody you talk to, right? So, just the fact, here I have my open backend. Look, the preset memory I saved to the Andreja file. And then we can talk to, like, Barrett here.
Sorry.
Hey, Barrett. Fave food? And it should switch to Barrett. Hey there, my favorite food, gotta be a hearty Aquila steak, seared just right after a long haul through the systems. Nothing beats that with some good company. Barrett flashes a warm grin. What's yours? I like fried rice. Hey, fried rice, huh? Solid choice. Simple, filling, and probably packs a punch after a long day out in the black. Barrett chuckles. Reminds me of some quick galley meals back on the Trailblazer. Ever tried it with some local Aquila spices?
Well, that's all I have to.
And then we could go over to Sarah. Or how about Vasco?
Greetings, Captain.
Vasco, I like fried rice. Let's just switch to Vasco. Acknowledged. Your preference for fried rice has been noted in my logs. As a robotic unit, I do not consume food, but I can assist with acquiring or preparing such items if needed for crew sustenance. How may I be of service? And then I go to this back end. Oh, see, Andreja saved memory file, Barrett saved memory file, Vasco saved memory file. I have it working in the back end. I have it working in the front end. So we can talk to the big four and Vasco right now. Sam.
Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck.
Sam, do you take off hat? I tip my hat back slightly, studying you with a faint smirk. Take it off? Not often. Not out here, anyway. Too much dust and sun for that. Why, do you got a problem with it? Is Cora smarter than you? I chuckle, tipping my hat back a little. Smarter than me? She's got a mind sharper than a grav blade from all those books of hers. Grav blade, huh? Grav blade from all those books of hers. In a lot of ways, yeah, I'd say she is. Keeps me on my toes.
Goodbye.
I could be like, go back to Barrett.
Sure, I've got...
Is Cora smarter than Sam? Hey now, asking tough questions today. Cora's got one sharp mind for her age, always buried in those books and picking up on things faster than most folks twice her size. Sam's no slouch, though, with all that Ranger experience under his belt. Barrett chuckles. Kid might edge him out on raw curiosity, but don't tell him I said that. What's got you thinking about it?
Right. No worries.
Hello.
What is your fave food? And this should switch to Andrasia. Andrasia glances at you, her expression calm but unreadable. Food is a necessity, not something I dwell on. Grilled fish or simple field rations usually suffice. Why do you ask? She likes that grilled fish.
That is all. Very well.
Barrett likes steak.
I'm up for a little adventure.
Wait a minute. What is fave food? I chuckle, tipping my hat back a little. Favorite food? A solid steak, cooked just right over an open fire. Nothing beats that after a long haul. You got a craving or just curious?
Yeah, I was done too.
If you need something, I've got your back.
Are you glad we're dating? Sarah studies you for a moment, her expression thoughtful and touch guarded. Dating, I appreciate the directness, but our conversations have mostly revolved around Sona and Constellation duties so far. If this is something you're hoping to build between us, I prefer we take it slow and be clear about what we both want. Are you asking before because you feel a real connection, or is this something else? I care about you deeply. Sarah studies you quietly for a moment, her expression softening with genuine warmth. I care about you too. Hearing you say it like that, it means something. If this is leading somewhere more between us, I'd like to hear it plainly. What are you hoping for? I want relationship.
Everything okay? You've suddenly gone quiet.
I want eventual marriage. Sarah studies you quietly, her expression thoughtful and a touch surprised. Marriage? That's a profound step, one I wouldn't take lightly. We haven't even defined what this is between us yet. If that's genuinely where you see us heading one day, then we should build on what's real first, starting with honesty about our feelings and what we want from each other. So I think this is going to end up in like a logic loop because I have, I need to change some of her back end, how she's going to process everything in these responses. Because I don't think I have it open-ended enough. I think I have it a little too directed. What is fave food? Sarah tilts her head thoughtfully, a small smile forming. I suppose I'd say the braised short ribs at the viewport in New Atlantis. A good hearty meal after weeks in the field always hits the spot.
It's nice talking to you again.
Beginning currency transfer. Please stand by.
So, I mean, what do you think? What do you think of the AI mod so far? I'm in-game talking to people, switching their profile properly, saving memories. We can go back and talk to them, and they'll remember what we just talked about. That's like the really crazy thing. It's not that we just get the chat going; it's that they'll remember it. And right now, I checked the how much it's costing me, and it's about 3 or 4 messages a penny. So in that sense, it's probably about like 350 chats per dollar, I guess. But that's with this Grok model. But honestly, that seems like pretty good, I think, right? What do you think? Is that not good? Yeah, last night it was all Sarah, exactly. $350 chats for $1 sounds like a cheap date. Very good. Yeah, like, you know, that's not bad, right? That's as I expand the world file, and then with longer chats, like a longer message is going to cost more. But right now, that's what everything is costing. It's like about 1/3 of a penny every single message. So that's what it would come down to. And you could run DeepSeek free, and it'd be free. But what I eventually want to do with like the roleplay, it's basically you can be your dungeon master. That's like really what it is you can roleplay stuff and it can be your dungeon master. And if I could actually get it integrated with in-game functions too, or at least reading global variables from quests, so the AI will know what quests are completed and that kind of thing. Yeah, that's a whole, like, you know, could be nuts. The character limit on my questions. Oh. The character limit is because the text box I used is actually from your name, your character, I believe, in the character creator. So the text box that they use for the naming is the same text box that I'm using for my chat. And they have a 26 character limit. But the thing is when I opened up the function script, there wasn't like a tidy character number just for me to increase. So I have to figure that out. And I've actually so far managed to do this whole thing without doing any UI work, which is what I want to do, kind of avoid. But I'm going to have to eventually do that for the longer limits. Because at first it was just one word, and then now I got it to the full amount of the character limit. Because, let's see here. Actually, this is a good test. If it's not, then I can grab I can grab this one. So, if we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah. So see how this is 26 cat max for the name. This is the text box that I'm using because that's what I found. I was digging through the base game functions. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking. Is there longer input? The issue is this is like one of the only input text box in the whole game. Like the messages I have longer returning back, but this is like an input box, which is different. So, but this is why, yeah. So I'm using this literally the function for receiving the text is I took it from the character creator. That's why I have a 26 character limit right now.
Let's get out there and do something new today.
You like SysDef? SysDef, they keep a piece out there, sure, but I've seen enough of their methods to know they're not always as clean as they'd like folks to think. Barrett leans back with a thoughtful look. Still, someone's got to stand up for the fleet. Stand up to the fleet. You got history with them or just curious?
Well, okay then.
Not on your mind?
Do you like Ikonde? Sarah tilts her head, considering the question with her usual measured thoughtfulness. Ikonde? I respect the work SysDef does, but I don't know the man personally. Our paths have rarely overlapped beyond the occasional report. Why do you ask?
Hope we can talk later.
I mean, yeah, like, what do you think about the mod, right? It's like, it's working. I need to work on the overall logic and stuff, and yeah, the text box, that's a definite problem. And making a new text box is not the problem. Making the UI appear in the game with that text box I make is the problem. UI work is just different. I'm using a function that already pops up the box, you know what I mean? I just have to call the function. But to create the new box.
Is that it? Is that Crix's legacy? Amazing. Ensign, take this and enter it into the data core analyzer.
I'm on it, sir.
You see, Lieutenant? I told you he wouldn't let us down.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. Encrypted or not, it's quite a lot of money to be carrying around. The temptation must have been excruciating.
I just wanted to do the right thing.
Well, you came through.
Now, on to other more pressing matters.
We received confirmation that the fleet ships were scouts sent to probe our defenses. Unfortunately,
I mean, you can have like quick, snappy conversation in under 26. You just can't. I can't do long prompts. And then I have to figure out some more background logic. I can make that. I feel like I can make it a lot better.
No, we can't afford to wait it out. Now that they've lost their prize, they'll act more desperately than ever to survive.
they'll increase their attacks on helpless vessels and unarmed colonies. We would have a potential bloodbath on our hands. The only solution is to enact our plan and hit them now.
Lieutenant, if you wouldn't mind explaining our strategy.
Yes, sir. The Vigilance is equipped with the latest in hyper-resistant shielding, making it the only ship that can safely approach the key. The catch is that the key has access to 3 orbital defensive batteries that can fire electromagnetic energy. One hit, and we lose those fancy shields. Our mission is to
Yeah, it seems to be doing a good job of picking it up. So yeah, I didn't like write all a constellation and that kind of stuff, and it figured it out.
You won't be alone. This is where all your hard work.
However, I actually wrote in.
Based on what we sent them, the leadership at MASS granted us an additional.
So I created base profile presets, and like for Sarah. Somewhere here, I thought it was here. Maybe it's a, yeah, here. Do not scold the player for short messages, fragments, typos, and missing punctuation, that kind of stuff. So I put it in here for them to ignore that. For now.
Squadron. I've dispatched those ships to Battery Gamma.
I have to like form their whole personalities.
We'll move to assist them.
Ideally, we'd have enough to take on.
And actually, if I just build out the world file a little better, that actually will do a lot of the work too.
We've also given you a call sign, Renegade, to help coordinate our movements during the attack.
Once those batteries are destroyed, you board the key and bring Delgado to justice. You won't come quietly. You do what you have to do.
Why did they give me a call sign in the last mission?
I knew we could count on your support. Well, this is it. After years of planning, it all comes down to this moment. All my hopes and my best wishes go with you. Good luck.
Questions?
Captain, it is. Pleasant goodbye, Captain.
Akande, I brought you Crix's body. Where is it? You wanted evidence? This is Crix's corpse.
Shouldn't you be heading back to your ship?
Every soldier here is ready to bring the fight to the fleet.
If you have any last minute... What?
Akande with the body bag.
Now's the time.
This is a ragtag group, isn't it? So Another thing I have to do is I tried doing Walter and all them, but they don't have. I have to like. I have to create a different quest like player alias for them. I have to figure something out. Because it's not like Sarah and Barrett and everybody else. Even the other elite crew, it's gonna be way easier than Sarah and them, which aren't really involved in anything, or Noel and.
Good work securing the legacy. All that's left now is to eliminate the fleet.
You hear that Kubrick look when you took that pic?
Good work securing the legacy. All that's left now is
The
to
commander's
eliminate
briefing
the
was...
fleet.
Glad to hear it. Let's see what you got. That's a hell of a story. Still can't believe Crix ended up being marooned on the legacy. All that wealth, and the only thing he could do was stare at it. Can you imagine? I almost feel bad for him. It must have driven the guy crazy. Have any more? All right. Keep up the good work. You're not gonna let this go, are you? Why do you care so much about my past? You're right. I did. I suppose I'm hesitating because I'm not sure you'll like what I have to say. Would it shock you to learn that I spent some time in prison? I suppose that makes me a hypocrite. Good. I like keeping you on your toes. Maybe I should explain. I grew up in the Well in New Atlantis. Parents made barely enough money to keep the lights on in our apartment. After I dropped out of school, they begged for me to look for work. But I realized it was a lot easier to simply take whatever I wanted instead. A year after that, I'm a career criminal with UC security breathing down my neck, and my parents kicking me out of the house. Hell no. I made enough money to buy my own apartment. Filled it with some decent stuff, too. I'd even send pictures of the place to my folks to rub it in. I was a real asshole. Well, I wasn't a nice person. That's just it, though. I was having the time of my life. Earning way more than I needed to simply get by, and loving every minute of it. Back then, if you would have told me one day I'd be wearing this uniform, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
I bet UC eventually recruited you for an undercover sting operation.
Very funny. And not even relatively close.
Siku.
Let's just say
Major
the
chicken.
years after my time in the Well were
Doggy.
filled with highs and
Siku.
lows. Look, the point is that I felt you deserved to know a bit about my past. To know where my anger towards the fleet comes from. You're welcome. Well, I think you've had enough for now. You get the point. Let's get back to it before Keyboy writes us a citation for loitering. Keep your nose up and your weapons charged.
What is it? I have a battle plan ready.
Pirates.
Scum wants it all.
It's like, shit, they took out the battery. So, yep. Oh, can you cruise mode in between them? I should do that next time. The hell?
As we speak. I wouldn't expect backup anytime soon. Gives me plenty of time to blow your ships out of the void. All right, fleet. Triple share to whoever takes the traitor down.
All ships, defensive formations.
What? That ship's still docked? He said I needed more time. It's like, yeah, you had like no time. I just dominated you guys.
Put all the central systems on one place.
It's amazing the key is still in one piece.
Potential for combat. Time.
Someone or something
Jasmine's dead, right? She's like right here. Shit.
Damn it! You're gonna.
Where's Jasmine's body? I heard her. Oh, is this it? No.
To go out like this.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had the key, a few UC ships, and a couple dozen ex-cons at my side. But I needed more, so I sent out the call. Once word got around, it didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the Seven Systems to show up.
You did this to
And this is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly.
I can decrypt and re-encode thousands of credits in seconds, but something as simple as this, I didn't see it coming. Not in the slightest. And now because of you, my bomb's been
What's up?
activated. Which means I'm as good as dead.
We dropped off Crix's legacy, and now we're killing everybody. I couldn't find Jasmine Duran's body, so I think Sarah killed her somewhere, and I didn't see where she died. Everyone's got to die sometime.
That feels like an appropriate response from someone like you. I've paid you well, treated you with respect, and kept trouble off your back more than a few times. Look me in the eye and tell me why you've allowed this to happen to me. You owe me that much. At this point, I can't blame Delgado for activating the bomb. If I was in his place,
Oh, what's up, Pedro?
I'd do the same thing, without hesitation. Well, now that you're here,
Lots and lots of progress on my AI mod.
spectacular ending. So why don't you just get out of my sight?
Did he show up in the fight? That's a good question. I haven't seen him yet. But I'm rolling deep. I have 6 companions.
After everything I just said, you'd still be willing to help me. I must be a complete fool. Because even though it makes no sense, I believe you. The only way to deactivate the bomb is through Delgado's computer and operations. You'll probably need his ID to get it.
Yeah, I totally forgot that I assigned him to that Jemison outpost. So what happens if I kill the Crimson Fleet and then I go back there to talk to him? Did I find a way to destroy the Crimson Fleet and still keep Mathis? Oh no, he's missing, right? He's not here. It did take him away. Yeah, it took him away. Damn it. Alright. But yeah, I have the chat mod working with all 4 major Constellation members and Vasco. And it properly links and saves the dialogue for all 5 of them in the back end for memories and long-term memory, and it's properly doing all that for all 5. So that's why I'm rolling deep right now. But we could talk to all 5 of them, and they'll be individuals.
The controls for the bomb are in the briefing room. If you can't decide.
Didn't think I was Starborn, and all he did was just eat it right there in the corner. Yeah, because we could be like, hey, Vasco, like the Crimson. Oh, man. Hey, Vasco, like SysDef? Acknowledged. As a robotic unit, I do not form personal preferences or likes. SysDef represents a structured authority within United Colonies territory, which can intersect with exploration protocols when necessary. How may I assist you? Who is most fun to travel with? Oh, damn it, it's 26 letters. As a robotic unit, I do not experience concepts such as fun during travel. All Constellation members fulfill their roles with equal value under protocol. How may I assist you today?
Let me know if I can be.
And then I can be like, what's up, Andresia? How is your day going? Andresia tilts her head slightly, her gaze steady and unreadable. The day remains adequate, quiet for the moment. One does not often pause to measure such things in our line of work. Why do you ask? Is being House Varun fun? House Varun, Andreja's gaze sharpens, her posture stiffening almost imperceptibly. House Varun is no game. It is a faith in survival, forged in blood and silence. One does not join it for amusement. Why do you ask such a thing? I want to know you better. Andreja studies you for a long moment, her expression calm but unreadable. You wish to know me better? Why? Most do not ask without reason. Speak plainly. What is it you hope to find?
Goodbye.
And then I go to Sam.
Here, this is for you. Well, I see your parents did. I spotted.
Whatever.
Hey,
Gotta give.
Things up on. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Any day you make it through.
Hey Sam, do you like Sistev? I tip my hat back a little, giving you a sideways look. Sistev, can't say I'm a fan. Bunch of UC brass playing space cops, always poking where they don't belong. Me, I prefer handling things on my own terms. Why you leave Rangers? I tip my hat back a little, giving you a sideways look. Left the Rangers because of Cora. Wanted to be there for her growing up instead of always riding the black. The whole thing started feeling too tied down anyway. Freedom's worth more than the badge sometimes. How many people you kill? Don't really keep count of things like that. Out in the frontier with Rangers, you do what you gotta do to protect folks and come home alive. It's not something I take pride in. Right?
Take it easy.
And I can go over here and double check the back end. And look, I'm properly saving the memories to the different personality and memory profiles. So that's all properly saving here to this Jason. So it's working.
Came back to finish the job personally.
I'm trying to talk some sense into you, dude.
Talk sense into me? You're the one who's lost their mind. What the hell happened to you? You had Grix's legacy in your hands, and you gave it away.
That is so cool.
For honor?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Justice?
I need to figure out a lot of the logic for the responses, and I can build out the world file a lot more, but it's all about technical stuff. But I mean, how about that? I'm in game talking to different NPCs, registering who it is, and pulling back end requests or sending route requests, pulling it in requests, popping it in game, all within seconds. Right? It's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with where it already is, because people like Delgado and the elite crew, that's going to be super easy too. I don't even need to make it dynamic. I can just make direct links. And I actually think that's more secure. It's not necessarily if I do it that way, it wouldn't be dynamic, so it wouldn't necessarily work with a modded follower. I would have to create like a patch or something. But I think I'd rather do it this way, just so it's like super secure, and I don't have I actually think it would reduce the token usage too. Because like when I was going over with Mowgli, I'm also keeping track of my tokens, and so each message costs about a third of a penny. So you get about like 350 messages probably for every $1. which I think is pretty good. But I'm the one making the mods. So. Is 350 chats for $1? Is that good? I think so.
And now you suddenly expect me to believe I have been fooled?
And then I might be able to optimize a little more, but then once I expand the prompts too, like if you write a whole paragraph prompt, it's gonna cost more. It might cost like a whole penny.
No way. For once in your life, be honest with me. Admit.
And I also have a plan to hook into a fish audio, so I could actually have this stuff voiced. But I'm building out the main mod first before I want text to text first before I do the text to speech.
Well, at least we know you are still human. It is obvious that no matter what I say, you have no intention of honoring our pact. You clearly never did. I have already locked down the key and set its reactors to overload.
It's kind of funny you have to write the prompts in a short manner. So, when you name your character in CharGen, or like when you go to enhance and change your name, that's the text box I used. So there's a 26 character limit on what you can name yourself, and that's the exact limit because I literally just stole that text input box function. Because I didn't want to have to do any UI work. That's what I'm like. I have to expand it from 26 characters, but that might be a big hurdle is having to do the UI stuff. Because right now that function already exists for the character creator, and I'm just able to repurpose it and call it again. But...
And spend the rest of my life in the brig without a credit to my name?
That's why that limit is there. But yeah, we'll talk to the Starborn... we'll talk to everybody more, because I need to test it. But I actually have it working where all their memories save, so everything we've said before, they should remember. And then also, we can save and exit and load back in, and all that will still work, too, and for continuity.
So you noticed. And yeah, believe me, keeping people from burying a knife in your back wasn't easy. Fine, you win. Standing down the reactors. With the legacy gone, we're dead in the water anyway.
There's not many things in the game that actually take a text input. That's why I just scoured the basic in-game functions, and I found the text input box for the character creator. So then I'm just literally calling that function again. But because of that, I don't have to build the text box, which would be easy. The hard part is getting it to work with the UI. The same thing with the messages. The messages are just the same thing that come up with.
Go. You've taken everything else from me. The least you can do is give me a moment of peace.
Yes.
But we could be like Andreja, Sarah, or Sam. Who's you gonna say? Andreja's gaze lingers on you for a moment, cool and unreadable. Sarah has her convictions. Sam, his own burdens. I do not measure my choices by theirs. Why ask me this? Please answer. Andreja studies you for a long moment, her expression calm but unreadable. You ask me to answer. I have. Speak plainly. What more do you want from me? Damn. I may have made her too mysterious. Sam or Barrett? More sexy. Andresia's gaze lingers on you, cool and assessing. Sam bears his burdens quietly. Barrett carries his with conviction. I measure neither by idle fancies of appeal. Why ask me this?
Why have you gone quiet?
Damn, Andresia. Best thing about being Varun. Oh, damn it. About being Varun. Andresa's gaze lingers on you, steady and guarded. The clearest thing is purpose, a path through the noise of the settled systems, even if it demands everything else. Why do you ask? So the best thing about being Varun is having purpose? Okay. Will Great Serpent kill me? Andresia's gaze sharpens, her posture tensing almost imperceptibly. The Great Serpent is no simple predator to offer judgment of death on a whim. He demands faith, purpose, and sacrifice from those who follow its path. Such questions are not asked lightly. Why do you ask? All right. It's no simple predator to offer judgment or death on a whim. I want to understand you better. I want to understand you. Please, if you want me to ask them something. The response time is really fast, I know. I know it's basically real time. I mean, considering you have to type it out. Andresia studies you for a long moment, her expression calm but unreadable. Understanding another is rarely simple, nor without cost. Most prefer their own assumptions. What is it you hope to learn? We can be better team. Better teamwork demands more than words. It is earned through shared trials and honest purpose. If that is what you seek, prove it in the field. Andresia ain't fucking around.
Until next time.
Hi. Please.
Vasco. Who is best fighter? Who's best fighter? As a robotic unit, I do not evaluate or rank crew members based on subjective measures such as fighting ability. All personnel contribute according to their assigned roles under protocol. How may I assist you? Are they always asking a question at the end? Yeah, that's how I have it right now. I have the background logic to try to continue to make it more conversational. So it's not just like rough statements. So you don't have to answer them, but I do that. I put that there, yeah. So we can talk to the main four and Vasco right now. Cause then we can switch over to Sarah.
Glad to see you again.
We just beat Crimson Fleet. Sarah gives an approving nod, her expression sharpening with interest. Taking down the Crimson Fleet is no small achievement. They're a persistent threat to trade and travelers alike. I respect the work SysDef does in keeping them in check. Sounds like you made a real difference out there. How did the final confrontation go? I'm curious to hear the details. I killed everyone except Delgado. I killed everyone. I killed almost everyone. Sarah's expression darkens. Her posture stiffens as she studies you carefully. Killed almost everyone. The Crimson Fleet were a threat, yes, but wiping out nearly all of them? That crosses into something far more brutal than necessary. SIF's goal was to dismantle their operations, not commit a massacre. What exactly happened during the operation? I'd like to understand the full picture.
I say something you didn't like?
Delgado gave up. Sarah's expression softened slightly through her gaze, though her gaze remained steady as she considers your words. Delgado gave up. That's unexpected, given what you've described. If there was a surrender in the mix, it changes the picture a bit, shows some restraint amid the chaos. Still, wiping out nearly everyone raises questions about how things spiraled, what led to his decision to stand down. He didn't want to die. Delgado didn't want to die, understandable, given the circumstances. Surrender shows he recognized the end was near. Still, wiping out nearly everyone suggests things went far beyond a simple takedown. What happened after he gave up? So, yeah, I mean, asked if she prefers Terra Brew or Tranquility. Terra Brew or Tranquility?
Don't go all quiet on me.
Sarah gives a thoughtful hum, tilted her head slightly as she weighs the options. Terra Brew for the bold, straightforward kick. Nothing fancy, just reliable. Tranquility has its quiet charm if you're after something gentler. I take Terra Brew most days. Why, planning to stop on the way somewhere? Sarah is a coffee girl.
We should get a drink sometime.
Did you hear that? We should get a drink sometime. That's just like happy accident because I don't have it obviously do that, but that's hilarious. Let's see here.
You know, the way you handle things, not bad.
Sam, I beat Crimson Fleet. I tipped my hat back, giving you a steady look. Took down the whole Crimson Fleet, huh? That's a hell of a thing. Those pirates have been thorn in everyone's side for too long. Just make sure the mess you left don't come back to bite you later.
So long.
Maybe Andresia might like that. Andresia, I beat Crimson Fleet. Andresia studies you for a moment, her expression calm but guarded. Beating the Crimson Fleet is no light matter. They thrive on chaos and take what they want without conscience. If you faced them and survived, there must be a reason. What happened? I killed everyone. But Delgado. Is he gonna figure that out? Andresia's eyes narrow slightly, her posture remaining still and measured. You left Delgado alive? A dangerous choice. The Crimson Fleet does not forget such things easily, nor do they forgive. Why spare him after striking down the rest? I arrested a few before. Andresia's expression remains composed, though her eyes narrow with quiet scrutiny. Arresting some while killing the rest, an unusual approach. The Crimson Fleet rarely surrenders easily. What led you to that choice? And what became of those you took alive? They are in jail.
Are we still conversing?
This is all...
Are we done?
Damn it, yeah. 26 letters, fuck. This is recent. They in jail. They jail. Andresa studies with a quiet, measured gaze, her expression giving little away. This is what exactly? Speak plainly if there's more you wish to say. That sounds like a misfire. Oh, sure enough, yeah, it only sent this is. I'm going to need to redo the input box anyway, and I bet you, like, it might be a little more consistent here. And I have other rules for the back end, too. But as you can see here, with each change, it's properly saving their memories. And then I have another thing for long-term memories. So it like parses out like things that seem important, and we'll move that to long-term. And I also have it like separating out stuff that seems like romantic, so that like is another thing. But yeah, it's working dynamically with these characters in game.
You have my attention.
What else should we ask him, you know?
Back to it then.
Or talk to him about.
So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought, and I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to conduct our marriage ceremony. I knew you'd understand. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us?
How dare you, Sarah? We should invite Sona.
Oh, that's sweet of you to suggest, but I think bringing Sona all the way to Aja's home would be too much anxiety for the poor girl. We need to give her some time.
Let's invite your mother.
If anyone else had suggested that, I'd say no.
Your mum.
But hearing it from you, I know in my heart that it's the right thing to do. I'll send her an invite and we'll see if she shows. Anyone else? Or will the three of us with Aja presiding be enough?
What about Constellation?
Honestly, no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep my personal feelings about us separate from Constellation. All right, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja, asking for her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready, let's head to Paradiso. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I love you.
Oh, damn it. She's undismissable now? Did that dismiss them? Ah, damn it.
So you disarmed the bomb. Then, for our deal...
Excuse me.
Pardon? Tell your commander I will come peaceful.
What would be really cool is if I can figure out how to be able to capture quest stage information, or like through global variables or something, and then I can include that. See, yeah, how am I gonna? If I could like get global variables on certain quests, and then have the NPC run a check against it, like just if it's a 1 or a 0 for like quest completed or not. But I feel then I start adding up tokens with every little thing I do. We might go from 1/3 of a cent to like 1/5 of a cent. Or half. Half of a cent. Forgot about Sona. I gotta save Sona every time, dude. I just have to do it. She's just out there by herself, dude. That's so terrible. Wait, why did it tell me to go to Suvorov? Oh. Last time I did this quest, it was actually borked when I tried to go to the final room. So I don't know, we'll see. I think my next thing is going to be elite crew. I'm going to add all the elite crew. Because, yeah, I think I'm going to actually do each character manually. Because then I can make everything, like, super secure. I can input all the form IDs manually and do all that. So many Unities were Sona left on that planet. She just marooned there forever. Until she's eaten by the monsters just like her mother. Underwhelming. Where the confetti at? Come on. Howdy. Howdy. A unified howdy. Sam.
It's good to be out and about.
Everyone just said howdy. Sam tips his hat back, giving you a sideways glance. Howdy is just the way folks greet each other out in the frontier. Keeps things simple. You getting tired of it already, or just making conversation?
Guess we're done.
At ease, soldier. I believe congratulations are in order. With this decisive blow, the end of the Crimson Fleet is all but assured. But as much as I'd like to begin this celebration, technically we're still in the process of wrapping up the operation. On that note, Lieutenant, what do you have for me?
Reports are coming in right now, Commander. Delgado and Shinya Voss have been taken into custody.
What else should we talk to him about?
To the key to secure the location.
And actually, we can, the weirder the better, because I want to talk about something, and then have like a few more conversations, and then see if they can recall it. Even, I know they can recall from like the previous one, but I wonder how easy it is for them to recall something from like 5 messages back or something.
Excellent news, Lieutenant.
But like the memory system should be working.
First time in 7 years. I don't know what to say. How about you? I know that was difficult. You hanging in there?
I killed everybody. I'm exhausted, man.
I can understand that. The dual life you are leading must have been incredibly stressful.
Honestly, I have no idea how you kept it all together.
Well, let me let you in on a bit of a surprise. Something I've been working on for a while. I've twisted arms and cashed in some favors at Mask. I wanted to make sure you got a share of the money you recovered from the legacy. Call it a reward, a token of appreciation, whatever the hell you want. But you've absolutely earned every credit.
While it was satisfying enough to watch the Crimson Fleet meet its end, having an account brimming with credits is a pleasant bonus.
I was simply doing my duty as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Bah, the hell with that. Enjoy the reward for once. You deserve it.
Commander, are you sure you didn't hit your head during the battle?
Ask Conde if he has a crush on Delgado. I do not have... Conde is not set up yet. I will. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, I'll have a Conde. We can talk to Sam, Barrett, Sarah, Andreja, and Vasco right now.
That is, if you can stand spending another minute with us on vigilance.
He's always going after him for sure. We can ask someone else if. See, I have to figure out this 26 limit thing, but I don't really know how to do UI work. So then I'm gonna have to like teach myself how to work with those files. I wish the current function just had like a buffer size and I could just like change the number from 26 to like 150, but
Excellent. I'm happy we haven't.
Maybe I can still modify the current function, but I don't know. I didn't see anything in there that looked like I could do that.
Wherever you might find yourself, my best.
There's no other instances in game where you need to require text input. 2.5 million. I like it.
Anything new to report?
I have I think it's Darkstar that does that, right? Yeah, I'm balling now. 3 million. Crix's body still right here. I brought Crix's body as proof. That's all the evidence you need. Keep it on here as a trophy.
Yes?
Barrett. I beat the Crimson Fleet. You broke down the Crimson Fleet. That's a hell of a thing. Barrett gives a low whistle, looking impressed but thoughtful. Bet that shook up the whole system. Sistef will be breathing easier, though. Though I can't say I blame you for getting your hands dirty with it. How'd it all go down?
See you later.
Where's him? Where'd you go, Sam? The hell?
Commander? Seems happier. We have you to thank for that.
You better be happier. Damn. I did everything. Where the hell did Sam go?
We did it.
Reclaiming the key was a long.
Grab well them now that I got paid.
Now that the fleet's done, I wonder where Mass will send the Vigilance next. There's a lot of bad apples out there.
Everybody got that?
To use that power without corporeal damage is astounding.
We did the galaxy a huge favor by ending the fleet.
I can't believe it. We basically put an end to piracy.
They didn't even get aggro. Okay, what was I gonna ask?
Need something? Airwaves. I imagine there will be a lot of celebrating going on throughout the settled systems.
Akande versus Delgado. Who wins? Who win? I tip my hat back, studying you with a faint smirk. Akande has got that UC brass discipline and training, but Delgado's a cunning bastard who's clawed his way to the top of the fleet. Tough call. In a fair fight, I put my credits on Delgado, though it ain't like either of them play fair. You got a reason for asking, or just curious after taking him down? So see, he remembered I took down the fleet. Just a prank. Ikande's a rock.
Next time.
That shield upgrade we got on the Vigilance made a big difference in the battle.
Important or not, I'm ready.
Delgado versus a Conde. Who wins? Sarah tilts her head thoughtfully, a small crease forming between her brow as she considers the question. A Conde commands the resources and discipline of Sistef, backed by the United Colonies. Delgado's a survivor with cunning and a loyal crew, but in a straight fight, I'd wager on a Conde coming out ahead. Professionalism tends to win these standoffs. Is this about the mission details or just idle speculation?
Leaving? Oh, I see.
Yeah, I have the personalities set up. They should be answering like as themselves.
Captain,
let's see here. Delgado. Oh shit. Delgado versus Ikonde. Who win? I hope it does. I don't know if this is gonna work because it might be too similar of a question. Acknowledged. Delgado is affiliated with the Crimson Fleet, not Constellation. As a robotic unit, I do not evaluate or rank crew members or external figures based on subjective measures, such as fighting ability. All personnel contribute according to their assigned roles under protocol. How may I assist you? He just refuses to... Favorite planet? Vasco?
Captain, if you are
oh shit, I did not spell that right.
Phenomenon.
As a robotic unit, I do not form personal preference or favorites among planets. All locations serve the mission of exploration according to protocol. How may I assist you?
Known as laziness.
Who else do we have? Oh, Andresia.
Yes, you need.
We got one for Ikonde and one for Delgado. So let's see what else we got. Ikonde versus Delgado. Who win? Andresia's eyes narrow slightly as she studies you, her posture composed. Ikonde fights with the weight of the United Colonies behind him. Discipline, ships, conviction. Delgado relies on shadows, betrayal, and the desperation of his crew. Neither would face the other alone. What makes you ask this now? She just won't engage in hypotheticals. She has no time for that. Please choose for poll. Ikonde holds the edge in discipline and resources. Delgado would rely on deceit and ambush. If forced to choose, I would back the one who values order over shadows. Why do you ask me to decide this poll? Alright, so when pressed, she picked Ikonde. So Ikonde 2-1 right now. Barrett.
Ah, yes, we are at time. What did you need?
Come on, Barrett.
Right.
By the way, I'm still working on my hair mod too. I just been sidetracked.
Do you need something?
With this. Delgado versus Ikonde. Who wins? Delgado's got that ruthless edge and a fleet's worth of cutthroats backing him up. But Ikonde, he's got discipline, intel, and the full weight of the UC behind every order. Barrett taps his chin thoughtfully. Hard to call it clean, though. Both sides play dirty when it suits them. You taking down the fleet probably tip the scales in Ikonde's favor these days. I'd still put credits on the survivor with the fastest draw. What's your take? So he factored in that the fleet got taken down, so he went Ikonde too. So that's also proof of the memory system going back. Like, Akande wins 3-1. Vasco wouldn't vote.
We're talking about this battle in the history slates.
Captain, greetings.
Delgado, Ikande, please choose. Is he gonna do that? Acknowledged. Delgado is affiliated with the Crimson Fleet. Akande leads SysDef with the United Colonies. As a robotic unit, I do not form preferences or choose between individuals. Please just choose. I ask for an answer. Just pick. Or just pick. It's not a big deal. Acknowledged. As a robotic unit, I am unable to form preferences or select between individuals such as Delgado and Commander Akande. All contacts are assessed based on mission parameters and protocol. Do we like this, or should I expand? I need to expand Vasco more, right? He just refuses to answer this kind of shit. I have him a little too constrained. It's called flexible naming on creations that increases the character limit on naming the text box to 64. That is worth a look. It's worth a look. If I have to recompile my DLL, that's gonna suck though. I'm already like worried about updates.
You seem to be experiencing a lapse in
Compiling a script extender DLL sucks. That took me so long. And then sometimes it's even more involved than just like changing the version number. Sometimes you actually have to like redo shit, and it's like.
Not yet, but I've got a few leads.
Keep hammering away.
I order you to pick one.
Done, but their embers are still out there. Let's snuff them out.
Order you to pick one. Assessed according to mission parameters. Who is better better asset for us?
Pausing to idle in this location is not conducive.
As a robotic unit, I do not evaluate individuals such as Delgado or Commander Akande as superior assets. All contacts assessed according to mission parameters.
To completing our
mission is to pick one. He just won't do it. He just won't do it. I beat Crimson Fleet. Acknowledge. Your report indicates successful resolution of operations against the Crimson Fleet. All mission parameters will be updated accordingly. How may I assist you?
They might end up using those funds against us. Finding their own demise.
Aggressively neutral clanker.
Good day, Captain.
Yeah, I need to adjust his personality a lot, but
The brig's gonna be pretty crowded once we pack it full of stray fleet. A lot of them bolted once the vigilance.
I don't know about you.
Sarah or Andrasia? More hot. What's he gonna say? I tip my hat back, giving you a sidelong look with a faint smirk. Now there's a loaded question if I ever heard one. Sarah's got that sharp, put-together grace, and Dreja's got her own quiet intensity. I ain't in the business of ranking folks like that, though. You got your reasons for asking or just stirring the pot? He refused to say. Come on, just answer. Come on now, you're really pushing for an answer? Both got their own appeal, but I ain't ranking them like some saloon contest. You stirring trouble or just bored? Don't make it a big deal.
You think it's time for some shore leave?
Alright, if you ain't making it a big deal, I'd say Andreja got that quiet fire to her. Don't go spreading that around, though. Sam is an Andreja guy. Alright. And he's like, don't go spreading that around. She's got that quiet fire. Alright, we gotta ask Barrett next.
If any time were the time, it'd be now.
No, that's it then.
Knowing my luck, the second I ask for time off, another war's
Never mind. Sorry.
In that case, you work, I'll take the vacation.
Andreja or Sarah, more hot. Now that's a loaded question if I ever heard one. Andreja's got that mysterious edge, sure, but Sarah's got a fire that could light up a whole system. He chuckles. Why, you taking a survey or just looking for trouble? Just fun convo. Just fun, huh? I can roll with that. No one's getting spaced over little hypotheticals talk. Keep the ship lively between jumps. What's next on your mind? It's not big deal. Or please answer. I said please. Barrett chuckles, leaning against the bulkhead with an easy grin. All right. Twist my arm a little. If we're keeping it light and fun, I'd have to give Sarah the edge for that commanding presence. Andreja's got her own intrigue, though. He raises an eyebrow. Happy now, or you got a follow-up that's going to get us both in trouble? So Sam is an Andreja guy. Barrett is a Sarah guy. Give me just like 30 seconds. I need to go get myself some more water, but I'll be back. Think of more stuff to ask, you know.
Okay. Right.
Now that the fleet's done, I wonder where Mass will send the Vigilance next. There's a lot of bad apples out there.
Barrett has good taste. Where's Sarah at?
Yes?
Sam thinks you're hot. Andrea's eyes narrow slightly, her expression remaining composed and unreadable. Sam Coe's opinions are his concern, not mine. I have no patience for idle speculation. Why bring this to me?
All right then.
Andrea don't give a F.
Remember to turn in any evidence fragments you found.
If I can help you with anything.
Barrett said, you're hot. I'm jelly. Sarah chuckles softly, giving you a knowing look. Barrett does have a vivid way of putting things. No need to be jealous, though. My attention's right here. Yeah, and Jay just shut that down, so cool.
Oh, I love catching up with you. Let's do it again sometime.
I must confess.
I told Andreja you like her. I tip my hat back, staring at you like you just let a grab drive run wild. You told her what? Damn it! I said not to go spreading that around. Andreja ain't the type to let something like that slide easy. What'd she even say? She was cold. Said it wasn't her. She was cold. Not her concern. I tip my hat back, giving you a wary look. Cold, huh? Figures. Well, at least she ain't making it her concern. Still, don't change the fact that you went and told her anyway. I can lie. Let's see if I lie to him, let's see if it's like changes to like suspicious. I'm joking. I didn't tell her.
I'd like to think you're lost looking into my baby blues.
I tip my hat back, giving you a long, skeptical look before shaking my head. Damn it, kid, you had me going there. Don't joke about that stuff. Andreja ain't the type to take it light, and neither am I when it comes to her. Oh! Andreja actually, Sam's got some real feelings. He's pissed that I told her, down that she was cold, and he's like, don't mess around, especially when it comes to her, man. Sam's got plans. We're stirring it up.
So long.
Crimson. Need us no more? We have you to thank.
Auxiliary human approaching. Ending conversation subroutine.
You saved the day, Renegade. Gonna be one hell of a morning.
So yeah, so basically with my world file and with those deeper memories each time, because we've been talking to them back and forth, see how it's like it's gradually getting increased for token usage. So it looks like it's about a fourth of a penny. Or I mean, you know what I mean. Definitely less than a penny per message. Looks like we can get 2 to 3 messages per penny. And I might be able to optimize this more. He didn't even get friend zoned. She was just like, that's his concern. What else do we need to ask? I'm having fun. It's the whole reason I made this mod. To do stuff like this.
Landing salvage. Let's set it down.
Would it be possible to run the AI locally? It should be absolutely possible. The way I have it built, though, is for OpenRouter, just because that's what I'm most familiar with. And then the vast majority of people, myself included, don't have I don't have my own local model I'm running. That's why I kind of like with OpenRouter, you can use DeepSeek free, or you can use Gemini, or you could use Claude, or ChatGPT. I'm using Grok right now. Literally, like, I have it set up where all you need to do is sign up with OpenRouter, generate an API key, pick a model through OpenRouter, go to your config file, put in the API, put in the model, and it works. That's like the goal. But the local model stuff, I'm absolutely sure I could just change a couple things to make it work. But right now, it's not set up for that. But it, like, I don't think it would be that hard to switch it. But another thing too is I'm closing the F out of these permissions. I do not want people training with my code and using my code. Oh, weird. Had a stream issue. We back? We back? Sorry, had a stream issue. Yeah, it's like I said, it's gonna be about like 300 messages a dollar. So, like, is that really that bad? It's not that bad. And this is running the Grok 4.3. Like, we could run a cheaper model, I'm sure. We could absolutely run a cheaper model. But I like paying a little bit more, I think, for the deeper roleplay and better answers. But I bet you there's even better models in the Grok 4.3 right now through OpenRouter. I'm sure there's like the latest Claude and Gemini and ChatGPT, and they should all work. As long as it's a OpenRouter model, it will work. Like even the DeepSeek free. So.
Well, I'm not sure I deserve that, but I appreciate it all the same.
All you need is API and then the model ID, which you just copy from OpenRouter. So. I feel like that it couldn't be easier, like,
and you
for
could
that.
have easily taken it to the key. Instead,
And then if you want to change your player description or your world file, you just edit the file. I'll have the template already there. Like if you want to do Star Wars Genesis, you'll just swap out the world text and it'll change, including in there, we'll just have all the text or the definitions.
Yes, that would have been unfortunate. The Crimson Fleet would have had enough wealth to fund their operation for decades. So, no regrets betraying Delgado then? I imagine you and he formed quite a partnership right up until the end. Agreed. With Delgado safely tucked away in a UC prison, things will certainly be quieter in the spaceways for a while. I suppose my final concern is how long this newfound peace will last. I wish I could share your optimism. My largest concern are the reports that Neva Mora was never captured or killed. My hope is that she was smart and went into permanent exile. I suppose only time will tell. Ah. Well, it appears I've soured the mood of our lovely conversation. I trust my mindless prattle hasn't been too much of a bother. Thanks for taking the time to listen. Might also be the perfect time to stop for some food or tranquility. Where should we begin? As we were landing, I picked up a message from Aja. She said to meet us at the park overlooking the ocean. Before we go to the ceremony, I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me this is exactly what you want. Ah, I just melt when I hear you say things like that to me. I love you, and I'm forever thankful to have someone as amazing as you in my life. Now come on, Aja is waiting for us. But first, we should probably say something to my mother. So, what's new with you today?
And I need to double check that this is working too. We are married. Okay. Did you like the wedding? Let's see if that worked. Sarah smiles warmly, her eyes softening as she looks at you. I did. It was everything I hoped for. Intimate, meaningful, with the people who matters most. Sharing that day with you made it perfect. Why do you ask? Still thinking about it? Okay, so that worked perfectly. So when you type in here regularly, it's just like regular dialogue. But when you do brackets like this would be like objective fact. So like they can't dispute that or like whatever. If you bracket it like this, it will just be fact. So now forever she's gonna think we're married. You like our marriage. This will be the real test. Sarah's eyes warm with quiet affection as she regards you, a gentle smile playing at her lips. Of course I do. Marrying you is one of the best choices I've ever made. Everything about it feels right. Why, are you having second thoughts? So yeah, I can do this to set objective fact. Like maybe I could do that with Andrasia too.
In the end, you chose the UC over the...
I can be like, we are friends.
Do you believe that was the right choice?
No, yeah, 100%. So the more you pay, especially if I can dial in the personality and the world file stuff, you'll absolutely get better results. I've tried it out, and like, yeah, I like the grok, but like, you could do whatever. But there's certainly more expensive ones.
I can respect that. I am no supporter of the United Colonies, but I also cannot bring myself to side with the fleet and what they represent. Did getting that close to Delgado and the fleet make it difficult at all? It can be harder to act against someone once you get to know them. Nor do I think you should be, but in this case, I believe you made the right call.
So I'm also happy that the fact brackets worked, because like when things get off the rails, you can use like objective facts like that to establish your roleplay.
I suppose we will have little choice. For now, you should enjoy your hard-earned victory. You have done a service for all of the settled systems. Did you need something?
Like here, I can do this. Like, we are close friends. Objective fact. How are you, Andreja? How are you feeling? Andreja glances your way, her expression calm and measured. I am steady. There is always work ahead, and prefer to keep my focus there. What prompts the question? Am I your friend? Friendship is earned through time and trust, not simple words. We have shared the field before. Whether that makes us friends remains to be seen. Why ask now? Damn, Andreja.
So...
I don't know why the fact didn't work with her, but it worked with Sarah.
Happy to listen. Oh, damn. I was starting to enjoy the conversation.
It certainly was nice of you to think of me when sending invitations to my daughter's wedding.
It's good to see you too, Mum.
I just wish you would have given me more notice. Or maybe some time to get to know your dear partner. I barely even know his name. Yes, good to meet you too, my dear. If only my daughter had thought to introduce us sooner. We could have built more of a rapport before this big day.
We'll have plenty of time to talk more later, I'm sure, after the ceremony. Anyway, I'm sorry, Mum. I know how this must all seem to you. This was a sudden decision, and we didn't want to waste any more time. We wanted to keep the ceremony small, and involve only the people I care about the most.
Sarah, dear. I hope you know that I am delighted to be here, to see you finally get married. It's been a long time coming, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Thank you for coming, Mum. We'll be sure to talk more in a bit. But for now, let's not keep poor Aja waiting.
A few moments for everyone to take their places. As soon as everyone is present, we will begin. It's so lovely to see you, Sarah.
It's wonderful to see you too, Aja. This is the one I told you about.
I've heard a lot about you. All of it good. You're quite a catch.
10 seconds in and already you're embarrassing everyone.
Before we go any further, I just want to make sure that you are right for Sarah. She's quite special, hmm?
God, now you're embarrassing me.
That's called love, my dear. You better get used to it. Well, I've seen enough. I can read people the moment I lay eyes on them. And you're going to make Sarah quite happy.
Coming from you, Aja, that means a lot.
Of course, Sarah. You know I always look out for you. Now, are we ready to begin the ceremony? Very well. If everyone's ready, then I'll begin. It's been years since Sarah Morgan and I have spoken. And though it might appear that we've grown apart, I feel that we've become closer friends than ever before. When I received the message with Sarah's intent to marry, and that she wanted me to officiate the ceremony, I was overwhelmed with joy. Not because she had decided to rekindle our friendship, but because she was allowing me to share the happiest moment of her life. I can't imagine a greater honor. And for that, Sarah, I thank you.
I wouldn't have had it any other way, Aja.
Before you present your vows, I'd ask both of you to remember that love is what brought you together today. It is a foundation upon which a structure of trust, faith, and affirmation is built. This structure can be absolutely impenetrable if you both agree to love each other unconditionally, with faith, devotion, and acceptance. And most importantly, to allow yourself to be loved. Remember, there are no other bonds more meaningful than the one you are undertaking today. You should cherish this moment and hold it close to your hearts as a reminder of the love you share. If you both are willing to abide by these words, then you can be assured that your lives will be filled with joy and happiness forever.
That was beautiful, Aja. Thank you.
Did you need a moment, Sarah?
No, I'm fine. But I wanted to say something before you continue. When we stood beside that waterfall in New Atlantis, you told me that I needed to forget the past and focus on what I have right now. I swear, with every fiber of my being, that the past will no longer be an obstacle in my life. And I will honor your words by focusing my affection on the most important thing in my life. You. This is my solemn pledge to you. From deep within my heart, from deep within my soul, for all eternity.
And you? Did you have anything you wanted to say to Sarah?
Thank you. I don't deserve someone as special as you.
You had a gift, Sarah?
Yes. I wanted you to have this as a token of our love. I'm giving this to you as a symbol of the clean break I've made from my past. Oh, it would have been impossible without your help. And for that, I'll be forever grateful.
With these promises of affection and these vows you've exchanged, by the power vested in me by the Articles of Constellation, I happily pronounce you life mates. Congratulations!
Aja, I don't know what to say. That was...
What are, like, in-game actions I could tie to?
I couldn't imagine
Like, follow
having a
me?
ceremony without you.
People don't really have
I'm
a follow
glad
me.
Everything worked out for you, Sarah. I'm only
Give
sorry
credits.
we waited so long to reach out and contact one another. It was my pleasure.
There's not really like because people don't really like NPCs don't like actually travel in between planets and stuff, you know.
Your mother will be staying here with me for a few
Or do they?
weeks.
Like, could you follow Reina Marquez from the Den to New Atlantis in space too?
Goodbye for now.
I don't think so.
The both of you are
See, like, I'm trying to think what are in-game actions I could actually tie it to. Like, but there's not really much. What I can maybe do is try to figure out a way for the AI to recognize quest stages. And just know, but because like I already established that we're married here, so like, hello wife, and she should answer and not be all weirded out. Oh wow, why is it still? Why was that still Andreja? Hello wife. Sarah turns towards you with a warm, affectionate smile, her eyes softening. Hello, love. It's good to hear you say that. How's my husband doing today? So, like, yeah, it's establishing the stuff.
I'll be counting the minutes to our next chat.
You are straight out of one of those film noir novels. Working undercover and thwarting the bad guys. Just walking around the key makes my skin crawl. How'd you pull it off?
They're just strolling around. Yeah. Also, I like how Sarah was like, I don't want them there, and then I brought them anyway.
Thank God you were running point. You must have ice in your veins or something. I mean, don't get me wrong, helping Sistef was never on my bucket list. Commander Akande, he really wasn't as much of a tight ass as I was expecting. And ultimately, he had your back, so I guess here's to Sistef.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to think, because, like, in Bannerlord, there's, like, way more, like, in-game actions that make sense for this kind of thing. But in Starfield, I don't know. Like, what... I mean, and by that, I mean, what can I have in text? Be it, like, where I could literally say, follow me, and then it will I can have that recognize the text and then trigger an action and a function. Because, like, that's cool. But I don't know. And I think it's even going to be a hard thing, too, just for me to get it to read the right quest stages.
Well, kinda.
And, like, it was already really hard to get it switching back and forth from Sam to Sarah to Barrett, back to Sam to whoever you're talking to. Like, that took me a long time.
Who would have thought that, right? I just wanted to say, when we first teamed up, I had a good feeling about you. But this... You really helped me.
But, like, this right now is, like, obviously the 26 character function sucks, but it's, like, it's already a pretty, like, playable state. I just have to, like, there's a million things of refining to do. My world file is super bare bones. I could do that.
Don't stay away too long.
Don't worry. I know how you do this movie. I'll try to work on her for you.
You can't see me. A tiger stripe.
there a...
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is I can do that. But the issue is like is I could have the script to run the function is what I'm talking about. So yes, 100% I can do that. But yeah, I'm wondering like what functions to even run, and then am I just borking things if I'm like making everybody a follower, and then you could just break the game. So I think just having to recognize the stages so they know about the quests, that would help with the roleplay a lot, rather than have to like manually establish it talking to them. But it's all up to you really to do the roleplay, like what we were doing, like Sam telling me not to tell her, and then I go and tell her, and then we do that. Like that's the kind of stuff that's fun, But yeah, I can have it so it's looking for certain words, for certain context that to translate into a command, and then see, it's easier with Bannerlord. It's a little bit, everything's different with Starfield, so I'd have to see. Just to get it to like where it is, I've already spent like an absurd amount of time in 3 days just to get it in this current state.
The two of us make quite the pair, eh?
Yeah, there's Mantella, and then there's another one. I've actually never played with either of the Skyrim ones. And honestly, I did not look at either of those either building this. I use a Bannerlord AI mod, and I talked with the Bannerlord AI author who's I'm friends with, and I got 100% permission to adapt some of the back end for the Bannerlord mod, and then train my own model, and then adapt everything for the Starfield creation engine. So I actually did not look at either of the Skyrim mods. I adapted the back end for the open router stuff, and then all this creation kit stuff I've had to do myself. But that's why the biggest thing is like the memory system. Like we have short-term memory and long-term memory for individual NPCs, and we can swap between them in game through just regular dialogue, right? Like what else do we want right now? The other thing is just like refining the actual logic between the responses. So.
And I'm proud to call you my captain.
But I think I'm actually just gonna manually do it for all the named characters in Starfield. There's not that many, considering, and then I don't even have to deal with a dynamic thing. So I think like the biggest hurdle is me just creating it for all the NPCs that we might want to talk to, and then I need to figure out the character input. It just needs to be bigger than 26. It just has to be. But beyond that, and then just refining the logic, like it's not that far from like an open beta.
Need a moment?
Because I'm running this with my big load order. It's I tested everything with Script Extender. Obviously, it wouldn't even be running without it. So.
Modest too. They're gonna make a statue out of you. or carve your face on a moon or something. What you did took nerves. Befriending Delgado like that, it was a huge risk. If he had gotten to you, convinced you to side with them, I don't know what we'd be dealing with right now. Good. He deserved what he got for what he did and for what he would have done. And if they regroup after all this, they'll be weaker next time. All thanks to you. That's the hope and the dream. But if they do...
I'm about to get on him for saying that he would have got with my wife.
Here, this is for you. Souvenirs are fun to pick up, but better to give. Anyway, I figured you're quite welcome. If I see you... Hello, Captain.
I married Sarah. Barrett raises both eyebrows, a grin spreading across his face. Married Sarah, huh? That's one way to settle down between the stars. Smart choice. She's got that fire and then some. He claps a hand on your shoulder. Congrats, partner. You two making the ship a bit livelier these days. I remember what you said about her. You said she was hot. Barrett chuckles, giving a knowing smirk. All right, caught me there. I did call it like I saw it. Sarah's got that fire, and you went and married the woman. So I figured you noticed too. He claps your shoulder. Just don't let her catch us comparing notes, partner. I need to read it more like Barrett, because it sounds like him if you read it like him. Hands off, fool.
Okay, continue.
Barrett holds his hands up with a chuckle, that easy grin still in place. Hands off, huh? Message received, partner. Wouldn't dream of stepping on toes, especially not with the captain's wife. He gives you a friendly nudge. Just keeping things light, that's all. How dare you? How dare I, huh? Or Barrett laughs, holding his hands up in mock surrender. How dare I, huh? Message received loud and clear, partner. Didn't mean any disrespect. Sarah's your wife, and I'll keep my comments strictly professional from here on out. He grins. We good? Well, I told him that I got married, but he remembers now. That's in the memory. And in fact, that's something we can check is that got carried over to... That was important enough to get processed to long-term memory rather than staying in the short-term dialogue. Because it's supposed to scan for that. Holds his hand up in mock surrender. Maybe you owe me one. Barrett chuckles, raising his hands in that familiar playful surrender. Owe you one, huh? Alright, fair's fair. What'll it be, partner? Next round of drinks on me, or should I swear off any more compliments about the captain's wife? I'm listening. Both. Barrett chuckles, nodding with that easy grin. Both it is, then. Next round's on me, and I'll keep every word about the captain strictly professional from here on. We square, partner? Yeah, have a great night, Pedro. Thanks for hanging with me. Yeah, appreciate it.
Right. Later.
Oh, my day just got a whole lot brighter.
We're married. Honeymoon somewhere. Oh, I didn't take everything. Honeymoon somewhere. Sarah's expression softens with warmth, a gentle smile curving her lips as she steps closer. A honeymoon somewhere. I like the sound of that. Quiet shores on Cassiopeia 1, maybe? Or somewhere new we could explore together. Where are you thinking, love? We're on Paradiso. Want to walk around? See, I just need it needs to be longer.
I say something you didn't like?
Why do you sometimes only send the first word?
Everything okay?
Vasco
You've suddenly
won't
gone quiet.
answer any questions. Vasco won't answer things. Sarah tilts her head slightly, a small smile playing at her lips as she glances towards Vasco. Vasco tends to be stubborn with certain queries. What are you trying to get out of him? Just hypotheticals. Sarah tilts her head slightly, a small smile playing at her lips as she glances towards Vasco. Just hypotheticals, fair enough. Though Vasco does have his limits on those. What sort of scenarios are you testing him with, love? Funny. Who would win? Questions. Sarah chuckles softly, tilting her head with a knowing smile. Who would win? Questions, is it? Those can get rather absurd. Care to share one that's been stumping Vasco?
Whatever it is, just tell me.
I don't know what else to ask her.
Ah, I miss talking to you already.
Start playing the game.
Jumping to Eridani 3 in the Eridani system. Once we're there, we can get things started. You good to go? Okay then. Power up your grav drive and take point. I'll be right behind you. And here we are at sunny Eridani 3. Alright, power up your scanners and do a sweep of the planet. See if we can find our facility.
Seriously?
Receiving your telemetry. There it is. I see our facility, near one of the poles. Huh. Gren wasn't kidding. Most of it's buried under ice. Won't be easy to get inside. But no problem. That's why we've got Skydrop. All we need to do is... Hey, I'm detecting incoming ships. They're small. Look like drones. Watchtower drones, damn! They probably detected our scan. We'll have to deal with them before we can head to the planet's surface. Don't worry, these things aren't big enough to carry disruptors. Still, they can do some damage, so let's take them out as fast as we can.
Shouldn't be too far away. Make your way there and I'll start prepping Skydrop. But as I see it, life itself is one of the toughest forces there is.
I didn't know it was right here. Okay.
Looks like you're there. Okay, here's what you need. Skydrop to work, the ship deploying needs pinpoint coordinates and a drop request. So, take out that flare I gave you, punch in a request for a surface missile, then throw the flare near the exposed port.
He didn't give me one.
Of the facility. That's right. We're blasting this sucker open. And I've only got one missile on board, so make sure you don't mess up. Okay, that's a good read. System's got a lock, missile loaded, Skydrop deploying. Nice work. Now we've got a way inside. Oh, shit. Perhaps I should have mentioned this sooner. This is an overwatch tower facility we're breaking into. But I didn't expect them to have mechs. Your weapons won't scratch it. And we just used our only Skydrop. Shit. Oh, I got an idea. Get some distance between you and that mech. Now. Alright, remember. Watchtower is still looking to capture you. So find the control node, get back to Stardock, and my friends there will help you. If we don't see each other again, best of luck. I got complete confidence in you. Hey, you want to see something cool? Fix your eyes on the mech. And say goodbye in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, well, I'm kind of fading. It's kind of late. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me and checking out my mods and seeing how they are. I hope you're doing well, and I want to send good energy to you and yours. I am tired. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I should be streaming again tomorrow. Again, I usually do it a little bit later. So yeah, I hope you have a great one, and I hope to see you then. Thank you.